In today's video, we're going to be testing out the new Maxoak Bluetti 500 watt hour unit, and I'm not going to bore you guys to death. I made a 20-minute long video of me testing every aspect of this thing, and it will put you to sleep. So I'm just going to run over the reasons why you shouldn't buy it, and my reasons why this one, and the Jackery you can buy. So I think you guys will find this interesting. So the first biggest downside that just makes me cringe is that the output at the 12-volt cigarette lighter receptacle is not regulated at all, and the nominal battery pack voltage is low. And so right now we are at 80% state of charge, and let's check the voltage at the 12-volt receptacle. It is 11.6 volts. You cannot run 12-volt appliances with 11.6 volts. That is horrible. And it's the same case with the output plugs, 11.6 volts. Now let's compare it to their other model. We have 12.2 volts. So whether this is at 100% or 0%, you will always have 12.2 volts. With this one, even at 80%, it's not usable. And as the state of charge decreases, and once you hit like 50%, the voltage of this thing will turn off any 12-volt appliance. That's not good. Now let's test this one. Look at that, we've got 11.1 because this is at a lower state of charge. But most people that are gonna buy this one are not gonna use this because you have to make your own plug. And so I think this one is still a great buy because for the price and what you get, and you have an AC inverter, like this one blows away the competition at this price point. Now let's compare it to the output of a Jackery. And we have 13.32 volts. So that means whether this battery is at 100% or super low, you will always be able to power your 12-volt appliances. And if you have a 12-volt fridge, it will run until this thing is dead. And that is so important with this size generator. Now the second reason I cannot recommend this is the price. For the price, you get a 300 watt inverter. The Jackery 500 watt hour gives you a 500 watt inverter, and it's cheaper. And that's crazy because this one is really cheap, and this one is really cheap for how much battery you get. But this one is just a ripoff. I do not like that. But one problem I see across the board for all of the small generators, including the Jackery, is that it doesn't have an MPPT. So there are other generators on the market that I've tested previously, like the Rockpals, that do have an MPPT, and it can charge pretty quickly. And the Jackery has downsides. Like, even if I connect 200 watts of solar panel power to this, the most I'll get is like 45 to 70 watts. With this one, I probably get like 60 watts, 70 max. They're pretty much the same in that regard. And with something like this, I'll actually pull the full wattage from the panel. So this one's great as a standalone system. The only downside that I do not like about this, and after I reviewed it, I actually tested it for weeks on after with 400 watts of solar and a solar water heater in the RV. I converted my propane tank to that, and this thing ran it flawlessly. So this thing I can fully recommend, and I love it, and it's super powerful, and actually pushes more power than what it's rated for at the receptacle. And I can still recommend this one for the price. But this one, there is no way. And there are other cool features about it. It has a wireless charging pad on the top if your phone has wireless charging. And it can also handle 40 volts of input, and you can overcurrent it. So you can actually charge this with your car cigarette lighter adapter. And it also has a light. And so there's lots of cool features, and even the cover comes off so you can change the color. But I don't care about that stuff. I care about the output, and I also care about the price. So those two factors alone just were huge red flags in my testing, and so I cannot recommend this one. And so if you want a 500 watt hour system, what you want to do instead is buy the Jackery 500 watt hour. This is their smaller one, but the larger one has a much larger battery, and it's cheaper for the price. And lots of people have reviewed it, and you can overpanel it. So the Jackery is a good choice, but it's so unfortunate that they don't have an MPPT. I wish they had that, and maybe a slightly larger solar array input. If you could charge a 500 watt hour Jackery with like a 200 watt array, that would be incredible. That would be so awesome. But you can't, so big bummer, oh well. So technically there is not a single one on the market that fulfills all of our needs, but at the given price points that we have some really good options now. I mean, compared to a year ago, these options are incredible. And I could talk about all the other features of this and what kind of battery, but those red flags are so bad that I just cannot give my recommendation. People would buy this, they would connect some 12-volt appliance, and they would send me an email. I would get like 50 emails for this problem alone. There is no way that I can recommend this. Also, in other news, Jaggery has announced, not officially, but in some of their interviews, that they're going to come out with a 1,000 watt-hour model. Also, they're making a new model for this one, but it's going to be larger and more expensive. I think this one they're going to keep as is, because for the size and for the price, it's a great deal. I mean, this size battery with this size inverter is great for like RV or van dwellers. And that leads me to the next question of, is it a smart time to buy a solar generator? Because if newer models are coming out, you could just wait a year and get something that's a whole lot better. And I think there is going to be some drastic improvements, but they're not going to be as great as the last like 3 years. In the last 3 years, we finally have MPPT, we have lithium batteries. I mean, think about what we were stuck with not long ago. We had the Goal Zeros with AGM batteries, and they were super heavy. They fell apart. There was quality control issues, and those things were just a pain in the butt. People are still swapping out the batteries on the older models just so that they work because those batteries fail. So right now, we're at a good point where the price determinative factor is the battery itself. And if it has MPPT and you have a pure sine wave inverter and you have some decent USB output power, there's probably not going to be that big of a difference in the newer models. There are newer models coming, but they're just bigger. That's all. There's nothing that special about it. All of the companies that are currently contacting me and that I'm helping design for the next generation solar generator are pretty boring. They're just bigger. That's it. They have a bigger battery, it's expandable, or you have a larger inverter. But if you don't need a large system or you're not trying to power your house's backup and you're an RV or a van dweller, something like this would be fine, or a Goal Zero with like a Victron MPPT or their MPPT module, but I never got good results with that thing. And I don't see much changing in the lithium battery sphere. Like right now we're having huge changes in manufacturing, and so the prices have decreased a lot. But because of the raw material scarcity wise, I think it's gonna stay at this price for a while. But if you guys disagree with me, please let me know. There's always the chance that a new battery comes out. There's lots of people saying, oh, this is gonna be the next battery, and it's only giving those results in the laboratory. But when you try to mass manufacture it, it's difficult or costly, or there's always some kind of problem. I'm looking forward to solid state batteries, but we don't really have them. We only have them in the laboratories right now. And yeah, I cannot recommend this. I feel pretty bad because they were really excited about this and they had this different color scheme and they were just so happy about getting this to market, and I don't like it. So I hope you guys learned a lot from this video, and let me know what you guys think below. And I hope this was a lot more fun than me showing you the test results with this, because I was just sitting here with my watt meter for a couple hours filming the whole thing, and it would literally put you to sleep. So yeah, I hope this was more fun, and please let me know what you guys think below, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.